Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my channel, Soulight Hypnotherapy and Tarot. My name is Kirsten, and I have another Trump-related reading for you. um, excuse me, I just woke up, so I just decided I have actually a couple of readings that I've done that I wanted to post today, but I don't know. I've just decided to approach it from a daily perspective, right? What's around Trump on a daily perspective. So that's how I'm approaching it. But the cards have their own time frame. So this could play out over a longer period than just 24 hours. Okay. Always bear that in mind, especially the future part of the reading. So today I'm using the Druid Craft Tarot deck and the La Vera Sibilla to clarify. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in and for listening. Appreciate all of you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. While you're subscribing, click the notification bell so you can be notified when I post new readings. Make sure to hit the like button. Give me your support to help with the algorithms. My dad is still fighting. Okay, my dad on COVID is a lot different than Trump's COVID. My dad can barely open his eyes, so he's still fighting, but he's gonna be fine. Thank you for asking. Okay, so we have the Two of Swords reversed, we have the Chariot reversed, and we have the Four of Swords reversed. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I know you hate this spiel, but I have to say it. Can you please make sure to subscribe to my channel? And if you'd like to support the channel, the link to my Patreon is in the description box below, or you can donate to the channel. There's a donate button on the homepage. Okay, I have to make sure I say that. Now we can get started with the reading. Two of Swords reversed. Thank you, Seeking Harmony, for your amazing super chat. You are amazing. Thank you. All right, Two of Swords reverse. So there's a path, two different paths that someone could take, and they're undecided when it's upright. Reverse, you're going to make a decision. But the implication with the Two of Swords reverse is that you're not certain about this decision. You're not happy with this decision. It's probably not going to be a good decision. It's clarified by the, and you guys have to forgive me. I just woke up. I really, literally have not even had all my coffee yet. And it's cold. Two of Swords. There's a lot of criticism in regards to a decision made or a route took by Trump. I would say this is kind of like past energy, past, present, future. And regarding his decision, it probably has to do with mask wearing, right? His decision about not promoting mask wearing, not to take this invisible enemy, which this can reference the enemy, which is the virus, not taking it serious and letting the situation get out of control. The Chariot reverse. Now he's caught between a rock and a hard place. Trump is, and so is his party. And it's hard to decide which way to go or what exactly to do. The pros and the cons have been laid out, and it's time to decide. But either option, either way, it's going to lead to negative consequences for them and for us, right? In the past, this is telling me there was maliciousness, a malicious intention to not take good advice, the advice of doctors, the advice of scientists. And that led America down the wrong path, down the wrong road. And we are on the wrong road, folks. And it's all Trump's fault. His intention, his malicious intention in the past was, they must die so that I can live. And it's the same for his party, for the Republican Party. Their intention was they must die so that we can live and stay in power. It was deliberate and perverse. We were deliberately put in harm's way of this invisible enemy and in harm's way of adversarial attacks from foreign enemies. This is currently going on, and that is what is happening. Now, health-wise, does Trump have the virus? Doesn't he have the virus? My last reading, I saw the deception. The reading that I have below this board, there is deception. Now, when you look at it from a conscious, objective place, all of the people coming down with the corona in his party, and all of those doctors involved, it doesn't seem logical to pull off that big of a hoax. So maybe he does have the virus, but if he does have it, and I'm saying there's a lot of deception around his condition, if he does have it, then he does not have it bad. Then he's probably asymptomatic and is creating more drama around it for him and for his sake and to elicit sympathy. Because like I said, Trump on corona, talking on Twitter and driving around and putting other people at risk. My dad can't even move. When I had it, I was bedridden for 3 days. I didn't want to move. But I guess motivations can be different. You know, maybe his motivation is so strong. I do not feel he has the illness, or that it is or if he does have it, I do not feel it is death threatening for him. Okay, that's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. All right. This card says that Trump may have the virus, but if he does, he is a silent host for it, meaning that he is asymptomatic. And in him, the disease is dormant. And he made a choice. He made a decision which tells me he had awareness and understanding of his situation to spread the maliciousness. They must die so that I may live. So now he's playing both sides against the middle because he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. In the past, he did not make smart decisions. Now he's emotionally overloaded and desperate. And how they are handling this, how they are spreading information is creating still confusion and havoc amongst the collective. Thank you, Pam, for your super chat. That's very generous of you. Thank you. Next, present situation. We have the Chariot Reverse. Let me let you see the Chariot upright, and the Bambino Reverse clarifies it. All my cards are upright, and I let them fall out. If they fall out reverse, I read them reversed. Chariot can represent like the race, right? The presidential race, the competition. And this would be the victor, the winner, right? It came out reversed. Both cards are reversed. So Trump is feeling out of control and not able to go in the direction that he wants. It could be that his past decisions have finally caught up with him and has put the whole nation in going in the wrong direction, as I said before. But he's not able to go in the direction or reach the destination that is desired by him. He wants to lead us the direction he wants to go, and he doesn't have the ability to do that right now. He's not able to achieve his goals or his ambitions. He's not able to get a victory. So there's a halt to the race, at least for him. his race for now is halted. And that's a challenge for him. He's desperately trying to break free from this lack of control over his own destiny, right? Now he's at the mercy of greater energies. And Trump feels that he is losing power. And he's struggling to grasp it back, to shift the matter in the direction that he wants to go so that he can go forward, so that he can win by any means possible. He's doing this with great aggression because Trump is losing his confidence. Bambino Reverse says that there will be delays around the race for Trump. There could be delays to the next debate for Trump. Trump is still hopeful, however, that he can alter the situation. It's gotten off to a bad start, but he still thinks he can play both sides against the middle. Perhaps use the virus to make him look like a conqueror. Down, now up, right? Perhaps he can turn it around in his favor and look like a winner who's conquered the virus personally and now has understanding about it, right? Awakened. It's quite sad, really, because there's many naive, foolish who follow him, who will fall for all this. Health-wise, the Bambino Reverse is saying that his disease was, it's saying that he had, I would have to say, okay, like I said before, I didn't feel he had it. Before I saw the deception and the ruse around it, there is great deception around his condition. The cards are kind of saying that he does have it, but it's silent and dormant in him. Here it's saying the disease has been caught in time and nipped in the bud. Or at least that's what's projected. That's what's, that, you know, the Chariot card can represent PR, propaganda as well. It's a PR machine. So that's the propaganda around it, right? So we still can't even really trust it because it's propaganda. But it's saying health-wise, his disease has been nipped in the bud, right? Caught in time. So Trump is not in any danger. I do not feel. But those around him are. Those around him are. Those in his motorcade are. Those in his Secret Service are. Four of Swords reversed is the final card. Oops, trying to keep it all straight, and look, it all just went to. Four of Swords reversed is the final card, and it clarifies the prisoner reversed, right? So this is what it looks like. A man contemplating, a man in silence, convalescing, a man who's sick, but this is someone who's gotten better and was released from confinement. This is someone who's in prison, confined, and locked down, now released. So like I said before, Trump will be released. This is a daily reading. It could be released today, let's say maybe between now and Wednesday, or maybe the end of the week. It's very soon. Now, Corona is in your system for, it's like you should be under a good 14 days of confinement. So the fact that he came down with it, they're saying by the timeline, even the timeline is confusing when he got it, right? Likely he had it on Wednesday, but they're trying to say he didn't know until Thursday of last week, because on Wednesday, his knowing on Wednesday means that he maliciously put a lot of people in harm's way, if he did know by Wednesday. So they're trying, there's a lot of confusion around the timeline. So as I was saying before, uh, even if it was Wednesday or even if it was Thursday, he should not be getting up and getting out, going anywhere for another 2 weeks. So if he is released, that there should be some kind of malpractice there on these doctors, in my opinion. But we have restlessness. He's restless to get moving. He's restless to get out of his confinement and to take back control, to seize power, to seize control, and go back in the direction he wants us to go in. He's restless to escape legal consequences for his wrongdoings and for his crimes. He has to gain control. So, yeah, I guess that's his motivator, right? Like I said, I feel like he could be released today, maybe Wednesday. Let's give it to the end of the week. But even that's still too early. He will claim to be redeemed or be redeemed and rehabilitated. Either he will claim it or his doctors will claim it, of course. And now he sees the virus in a different way. Now he gets it. But Trump, didn't you know? Don't we have voice recordings? You knew as early as January, no later than early February, how deadly this disease was and that it could spread far and wide, that it was airborne, and that it could kill young and old. You knew. Now you have this epiphany, since now it's touched you personally and touched your party. And the young and the stupid and the naive fall for that. Or at least he's hoping you will. But that's no excuse for the President of the United States of America. And that in itself should disqualify him from even running, being even allowed to run, for dereliction of duty. And quite frankly, he has blood on his hands. Over 200,000 people are dead and dying, still dying. There is still no mask mandate across the country. And that's because of this child. That's because of this dictator. Because we must die so that he can live and hold on to power. He may try to come back now and say, I'm sorry, I have remorse for my actions. I know better now. I'm rehabilitated. But this card says that we are still being conned and we are still being misled. In fact, he is most likely still contagious if he's released early, as I said before. If that's not the case, then he's still creating scenarios in the future where people can catch it. So it's a bunch of bullshit. Any redemption. This card is also telling me that Trump's spell, his voodoo over the majority now, has been broken, and it's backfiring on him. The next 9 months are going to be really bad for Trump, legally. Health-wise, and we'll end the reading here, health-wise, this card says there is still very much confusion over his health state, and we will probably remain in that confusion. But it does say that his sickness has come to an end, or he gets the doctors all clear. But there will be much speculation and looking into his diagnosis, into his records, right? But his records are off limits. Nobody's allowed to see someone's health records. Any results, any information that comes out will be either delayed or falsified. But I do see an anonymous hand releasing some information in the future. Okay, and I don't know how far down that is. That may not happen today. Again, that could take place in the future, further in the future. We'll have to see how it develops. So let me look over my other readings that I did and see if I want to still post them now after I've delivered this. And so stay tuned. I may release some more. I actually want to look into Hope Hicks and her condition, and Lindsey Graham and the condition of his Senate race. All right, guys. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for taking the time to hit that like button, to hit the notification bell, to become a subscriber of my YouTube channel and my Patreon channel. Thanks for all your support. And thanks you to all my super chatters. Blessings to you all. We'll see you soon.